Welcome to Just Torah, the channel that's about reading the Torah and getting a basic understanding of what it entails, especially for those that believe in keeping the laws, commandments, statutes, and ordinances of Yah. Chapter 16, verse 1. Now Qorach, the son of Yasharel, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, and On, the son of Peleth, sons of Reuben, took men, and they rose up before Mosheh, with certain of the children of Yasharel, 250 princes of the assembly, famous in the assembly, men of renown. And they gathered themselves together against Mosheh and against Aaron, and said unto them, You take too much upon you, seeing all the assembly are holy, every one of them, and Yahweh is among them. Wherefore then lift you up yourselves above the assembly of Yahweh. Verse 4. And when Mosheh heard it, he fell upon his face, and he spoke unto Qorach and unto all his company, even tomorrow Yahweh will show who are his, and who is holy, and will cause him to come near unto him. Even him whom he has chosen will he cause to come near unto him. This do. Take you censers, Qorach and all his company, and put fire therein, and put incense in them before Yahweh tomorrow. And it shall be that the man whom Yahweh chooses, he shall be holy. You take too much upon you, you sons of Levi. Verse 8. And Mosheh said unto Qorach, Hear, I pray you, you sons of Levi. Verse 9. Does it seem but a small thing unto you that the Elohai of Yasharel has separated you from the assembly of Yasharel to bring you near to himself to do the service of the tabernacle of Yahweh, and to stand before the assembly to minister unto them? Verse 10. And he has brought you near to him, and all your brethren, the sons of Levi, with you, and seek you the priesthood also? For which cause both you and all your company are gathered together against Yahweh. And what is Aaron, that you murmur against him? Verse 12. And Mosheh sent to call Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, which said, We will not come up. Verse 13. Is it a small thing that you have brought us up out of a land that flows with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, except you make yourself altogether a prince over us? Moreover, you have not brought us into a land that flows with milk and honey, or given us inheritance of fields and vineyards. Will you put out the eyes of these men? We will not come up. Verse 15. And Mosheh was very wroth, and said unto Yahweh, Respect not you their offering. I have not taken one ass from them, neither have I hurt one of them. Verse 16. And Mosheh said unto Qorach, Be you and all your company before Yahweh, you and they and Aaron tomorrow. And take every man his censer, and put incense in them, and bring you before Yahweh, every man his censer, 250 censers. You also and Aaron, each of you, his censer. Verse 18. And they took every man his censer, and put fire in them, and laid incense thereon, and stood in the door of the tabernacle of the assembly with Mosheh and Aaron. Verse 19. And Qorach gathered all the assembly against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the assembly. And the glory of Yahweh appeared unto all the assembly. Verse 20. And Yahweh spoke unto Mosheh and unto Aaron, saying, Verse 21. Separate yourselves from among this assembly, that I may consume them in a moment. Verse 22. And they fell upon their faces, and said, O the Elohai of the Ruach of all flesh, shall one man sin, and you be wroth or angry with all the assembly? And Yahweh spoke unto Mosheh, saying, verse 24, Speak unto the assembly, saying, Get you up from about the tabernacle of Qorach, Dathan, and Abiram. Verse 25, and Mosheh rose up and went unto Dathan and Abiram, and the elders of Yasharel followed him. And he spoke unto the assembly, saying, Depart, I pray you, from the tents of these wicked men, and touch nothing of theirs, lest you be consumed in all their sins. So they got up from the tabernacle of Qorach, Dathan, and Abiram on every side. And Dathan and Abiram came out and stood in the door of their tents, and their women, and their sons, and their little children. Verse 28, and Mosheh said, Hereby ye shall know that Yahweh has sent me to do all these works, for I have not done them of my own mind. He let them know, it's Yahweh who told me to do all this. I'm not doing this on my own, out of my own free will, out of my own thoughts and my own action. This is what I want to do. He reminded them real quick, I'm doing this because Yahweh told me to do it. Verse 29, if these men die the common death of all men, or if they be visited after the visitation of all men, then Yahweh has not sent me. But if Yahweh make a new thing, and the earth open her mouth, and swallow them up, with all that appertain unto them, and they go down quick into the pit, then you shall understand that these men have provoked Yahweh. Verse 31, and it came to pass, as he had made an end of speaking all these words, that the ground clave asunder that was under them. Verse 32, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that appertained unto Korah, and all their goods. They and all that appertained to them went down alive into the pit, and the earth closed upon them, and they perished from among the assembly. Verse 34, and all Yasharel that were round about them fled at the cry of them, for they said, lest the earth swallow us up also. Verse 35, and there came out a fire from Yahweh, and consumed the 250 men that offered incense. Verse 36, and Yahweh spoke unto Mosheh, saying, speak unto Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, that he take up the censers out of the burning, and scatter you the fire yonder, for they are hallowed. 38. The censers of these sinners against their own souls, let them make them broad plates for a covering of the altar, for they offered them before Yahweh, therefore they are hallowed, and they shall be assigned to the children of Yasharel. Verse 39, and Eleazar the priest took the brazen censers, wherewith they that were burnt had offered, and they were made broad plates for a covering of the altar, to be a memorial unto the children of Yasharel, that no stranger, which is not of the seed of Aaron, come near to offer incense before Yahweh, that he be not as Korah, and as his company, as Yahweh said to him by the hand of Mosheh. Verse 41, but on the morrow all the assembly of the children of Yasharel murmured against Mosheh and against Aaron, saying, you have killed the people of Yahweh. Verse 42, and it came to pass, when the assembly was gathered against Mosheh and against Aaron, that they looked toward the tabernacle of the assembly, and behold, the cloud covered it, and the glory of Yahweh appeared. Verse 43, and Mosheh and Aaron came before the tabernacle of the assembly. And Yahweh spoke unto Mosheh, saying, get you up from among this assembly, that I may consume them as in a moment. They fell upon their face. And Mosheh said unto Aaron, take a censer, and put a fire therein from off the altar, and put on incense, and go quickly unto the assembly, and make an atonement for them. For there is wrath gone out from Yahweh, the plague is begun. Verse 47, and Aaron took as Mosheh commanded, and ran into the midst of the assembly. And behold, the plague was begun among the people. And he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague was stayed or stopped. Verse 49, Now they that died in the plague were 14,700, beside them that died about the matter of Qorach. Verse 50, and Aaron returned unto Mosheh unto the door of the tabernacle of the assembly, and the plague was stayed. That is the end of the reading of the book of Numbers, chapter 16. I hope you got a blessing out of reading of Yah's word. All I can say do is continue to keep Yah first, learn his commandments, learn what Yah likes, and follow what he say do. And Yah will bless you and he will keep you. Shalom.